do want to switch gears to a bizarre murder investigation that's unfolding in Utah right now. There is a mother there who will be back in court next week for the alleged murder of her husband. Her name is Kouri Richins, and she allegedly poisoned her husband, Eric, with a fentanyl mixture mixed into a Moscow Mule that she served him. A year later, she writes a children's book about coping with grief. She does interviews. She promotes this book. Jennifer, could prosecutors use her children's book as evidence in this case?
Well, it's a kind of a double-edged sword. In one respect, I think it is evidentiary. She's been accused with her murder. Certainly, if she murdered him and she is convicted of that, if all the facts point in that direction, which right now they are, this book just looks terrible that she would use this horrible scheme to monetarily get money for this murder. But on the other hand, I think they're going to try to use it in terms of the defense to try to show some sense of maybe remorse or some sense that no, somebody who could write a book like this could never do a murder.
You know, we know there's evidence coming out about a potential monetary motive here. At this point, are you tracking anything in regards to these headlines and speculation about infidelity in the relationship and how that may factor in?
Well, certainly it is out there. There are witnesses that will say that she was in fact having an affair, a long-time affair. I have not seen proof of that in terms of text messaging, love letters, other items that I would want to see to corroborate those rumors. But the rumors are out there, and oftentimes where there is smoke, there is fire, and this could have contributed to her reasoning for supposedly killing her husband.
Okay, explain what the significance is for a jury when they are looking at someone on the stand who may have been having an affair. I mean, just because someone is having an affair does not necessarily mean that they were intent on murdering their spouse, but how does it affect the case?
Well, jurors want to hear a motive. Even though motive is not required under law to be shown by the prosecution, jurors want to hear one, and the prosecution will want to put one forward. We know possibly it was monetary, that possibly she didn't know she was removed from the insurance right before his death. So I'm sure that was a surprise to her. I believe the prosecution will use that to show a motive. But another motive that's as old as the beginning of time is wanting to leave a relationship for another. So they'll use that as well.
Okay, and significantly, we're also learning that her husband, Eric, made some changes to the beneficiary of his life insurance policy, potentially changes in his will. How significant is that? And in revealing this evidence, is it almost bringing an element of him from beyond the grave to talk about what he was suspecting may happen to him?
Natasha, I love this point you make because he does seem to be speaking from the grave. We're just finding out about this, the beneficiaries that have been changed. Friends are coming forward and saying, listen, if I end up dead, you need to look at my wife. She's the one that's going to have been responsible for my death. So there is a lot of information coming forward that this plan was well conceived. It had gone on for a while, and he was very suspicious enough to change who his beneficiary was on his will.
Jennifer Coffindaffer, always appreciate the context and perspective. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good evening. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.